What's going on, guys? It's Groove back with another video, and today we're going over another letter from the 38 letters from J.D Rockefeller. Now in this one we're going to be going over letter 11, and he says why greed is necessary in life. So first off, he says that you're the only one who's going to decide how successful in life you become, how far you go in life. And so he says, never worry about what other people think about you. Never think about or worry about the people that say that you're just greedy and that you just want more. He says that humans have this hidden nature inside of them. When somebody doesn't have the ability or will to go out there and be successful, that hidden power just turns into jealousy. And then people will just they'll get angry at you, they'll get mad at you for wanting success or then becoming successful. And he says the funny thing about this is, on the flip side of that, if you don't become successful, people will laugh at you. People will say that you're incompetent or that you're not smart or that you are inferior to them. So he says it's a double-edged sword, that either they're going to be jealous of you for becoming successful or they're going to laugh at you for not becoming successful. And so you should just worry about you and your own destiny. And if you want to achieve great heights in life, then just go after it. Don't worry about the people that are just going to, talk bad about you because they're just jealous. But again, remember that if you weren't successful in life, they would just laugh at you anyway. So do what's best for you. Do what you want to do in this life. And if that means that, you're going to have to be greedy to go after what you want in life, then just be greedy. Go after it all. Get it all. Get everything you want in this world. He talks about how greed is within us and we've been conditioned to think that it's a bad thing. And he says that everybody wants to be greedy. Everybody wants the best of everything. And at first I was like, because that's me, being controlled by the whole greed is bad thing that we've been taught. But then I'm like, no, we kind of do. We all want the best house on the best block or in the best neighborhood. We all want our kids in the best schools. We want the best food. We want the best trips and vacations. Men, we want the best women. Women, we want the most successful men. We do, as humans, want the best. So, it's okay to be greedy, and there's nothing wrong with that. He also says, to go with that if you're not going to be greedy, then you will be eaten by people that are, and again, that's true. Like, if you don't want the best things, somebody else is going to just come in and scoop them up from you. They're going to take the best properties if you're trying to get into real estate. They're going to take, the best cars, or the people will, if you're not greedy, other people will just take the best things in life for you. And then you'll just look around and be like, oh, you should give me some of that too. Like, where's my equity? And it's like, well, you should have been greedy and went after it. He says, when it comes to creating wealth in this world, too many people worry about, is greed a good thing? He says they spend too much time thinking about greed, but understand that when it comes to achieving success and wealth in this life, that greed is actually necessary in order to get it. It does make sense. Like, if you want the best stuff in life, you have to fight for it. You have to do what you need to do. You need to grind. You need to sacrifice in order to get that best house or to get that boat or whatever you want in life. You have to fight for it and sacrifice, and you got to go out there and have a plan to do what you need to do to go get that thing. If you guys didn't know that he became a billionaire in the early 1900s, like, everybody wants to be like, oh my God, like, who's a billionaire? Who's the top billionaires? This guy was a billionaire in the early 1900s when bread was like 5 cents for a loaf. Like, it's ridiculous how wealthy he became. And he says reporters would often ask him, like, hey, like, what supported you on your climb to the top? Like, what motivated you to go to the top? And he said he would just give them like regular answers, but he says deep down it was his greed. It was his need to be the best. He wanted to be the richest person. He wanted to be the most wealthiest person in America. Like, it was that greed that drove him to become wealthy. And he says, again, whatever you want to do in this life, if you're trying to be successful, deep down you need that. And he says that you can use that as fuel, as your motivation to climb to higher heights. So he believes that greed is not a sin and that you should pursue it. When you're trying to become successful, he says you should use that greed again to propel you to the top. And he says, once you do that, whenever you're successful in life, then you can come back and you can pick everybody else up. You can help other people. But if you're not greedy, if you're just continuously live a very mediocre life, you can't help anybody because you're just kind of just scraping by. And so, yeah, he's like really big on using greed to fuel yourself to become successful. And yeah, I really enjoyed that about this letter, because we really don't hear that much from people when it comes to how to be successful and what motivates you. And he says that, you should use greed as a motivator to become successful. That's pretty much it for letter 11. Hit a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in that next letter. Peace.